And hello, everyone. It is Tom. It is FANzine Live, and I am here to share with you a book by the Living the Line publisher, Matt Battaglia's House on Fire graphic novel. This is crowdfunded, but it's, I believe, still available through Living the Line. I'll have information in the show notes on how to pick it up. I show this to you for two reasons. The first is it's a very nice book in its own right. But second, Living the Line is a publisher that I have grown to really enjoy their work. They are a kind of maybe three-person operation, I believe up in the Minneapolis area, and they have taken to finding creative talent all over the globe and helping publish them here in the States. And it's a bit of a startup operation, but it's really kind of neat. The other thing I like about Living the Line is that when they are not making their own books, they have a fantastic YouTube channel under the Living the Line name. And again, I'll put a link in on this, where they take a look at other graphic novels of note. And a lot of it is stuff that I've just never seen before, but they have a very good sense of sequential art, storytelling, illustration, and the like. So it's really kind of exciting to be able to share a Living the Line piece with you, because honestly, I wanted to tell you about their other things that they do. That said, it's now time to take a look at Matt Battaglia's House on Fire. First thing I want you to notice is, yes, it is a really nice kind of a matte cover of by Battaglia. You have basically three colors that they're using. This, of course, being gray. So it's really a gray being a variation of black. So you got black, white, and orange. And he uses this all the way through the book. So let's take a look. And you can see right here at the beginning, this is a really nice example of it. It's a 2023 book. The thing I think that probably we ought to remember, 2023, we were still working, well, probably before it was printed and while it was being made. We as a culture were still dealing with COVID, and I really think that at some point somebody's going to do some fantastic academic work about the creative product that came out, not just comics or graphic novels, but also film, also TV, I mean, everything. And there really is a bit of an apocalyptic type story that is told in a number of these. This one definitely was influenced by the COVID challenges that we all dealt with. So anyway, here we go. It starts here. It says, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of the dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realm." And that's a quote from Ephesians. I really love the combination of the orange and the black and white. So you can see, I think, with some of these images, why I'm so attracted to it. It is a really creative form of storytelling, just using the three colors. And he has a very, what's the right word? It's a realistic, because I mean, you can definitely tell who the character is, but it's also a chaotic style. And it fits that apocalyptic type story. And he does a really nice job. So anyway, the premise of this is he's got this lead character has a spouse, girlfriend, who's on a ventilator. As you can see, she's got some equipment. She's got a hose hooked up to her. And he's got to head out. And apparently he's heading out, as we will learn in this, to try to obtain some medicine that might be able to help cure her. It says it'll be fine. Folks down the road used this guy when Mike came down with it. Worked out for them. He's off the machine. So you can tell that he's doing something out of an altruistic motivation to make his spouse better. Again, beautiful work. So he uses the captions on the drive to try to explain a little of the challenges going on. It appears that those who are in the city are kind of blocked off, maybe quarantined off, and he's living in the burbs, but he's got to go into the city. And of course, you've got your almost immigration style. Of course, you've got to do it with your masked cops, your border security. But anyway, he gets through and he goes into the city. And it's, I mean, really neat work. He does such creative stuff. I mean, the spattering of the ink, just neat. Does some neat world building too. I mean, clearly this is New York. You got the Chrysler building there. But I mean, to use a page like this, let's just look at that. He establishes where they are, okay? He establishes that things aren't necessarily going well. And then he does a train overpass. You got somebody sleeping in a tent. And then over here, you've got a masked person on a poster saying, "Stay safe." Trash building up, lots of deterioration. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. This is a neat page, or a neat panel, because he uses the orange as a kind of lighter shadow. So you've got these two people hanging out against the graffiti, and they almost kind of blend in, and you can see them a little bit better there. So anyway, he goes to his thing, makes his contact to pick up his medicine. There's the medicine. Let's see the goods. You got the places to be. So what does he have in trade? Steaks. Good steak is the one thing I just can't get anymore. So you got a black market economy going. And he's got his med. So now he's got to get out of here, except, of course, the two thugs decide they're going to take him on. So the fight ensues. Again, really neat stuff with the coloring. And the line work. I mean, look at that. Just a loose brush. Spattering of white. I mean, just really neat. Look at that. That's reminiscent of Frank Miller in some of his Sin City type work. And of course, you've got the wife at home who's still struggling to breathe. And there was another, they finished off the fight. He threw away his gun. Interesting city view. Again, artwork is just really, really impressive. Gets back out through the border security. Interesting that you've got the deer, and I think the deer was in the front. Oh, they had a dead deer going in. I thought there was a deer in the front. Anyway, kind of a symbolic type thing. Then he gets home. And it's going to be all right, you and me. And then she starts to, she holds him tight. He's thinking about the awful day that he just had. And then you go to him saying, "Our Father," the prayer. And then he starts coughing up himself, coughing blood. And this is the you interpret it yourself thing. Clearly the house is on fire. Clearly it blows up. The question is, why and how? And I guess I could probably go back and look at this a few more times. I don't see anything. I mean, the house is fine here. He does the Our Father. He reaches back. Nope. So anyway, question is, why did it blow up? Was the medicine booby trapped? Did the wife do something while he was gone? In that scene where... Yeah, this scene. Did she do something there? It doesn't look like it. But anyway, kind of a fun pick your own interpretation of the ending. And yeah, neat book. House on Fire. Matt Battaglia, you done good. Living the Line, thank you for bringing it to the world's attention. And take a look at this label. These guys do good stuff. That's it for now, everybody. I thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time.